We are live and it is Friday. Welcome to Onchain Music Cabal. I am Indodica, also known as Maximilian or just Circles. But we're talking about music today. And I'm here with my friend Adabadi. And we announced it last week and we are so excited to make the sausage in front of you today. So, but before we get into the sausage and how it's made, let me introduce myself in the long form. My name is Indodica. You can find my NFT music at indodica.vip. Let me spell it for you. It's ENDODECA. People ask me what that name means and where it comes from. It is inspired by a shape. Oh, yes, the endododecahedron. So check it out. And I identify with it as my shape because shapes, there's a lot of power in the structures of shapes. And when I saw this one, it was like awe inspiring. I wanted to sit inside of it. And it's multifaceted. And it also has these parts that are inverted, which is somewhat unusual, I read. So if you're curious about it, that's what it is. So look it up and see what you think about it. I love imagining myself sitting in the middle of some of those amazing geometric shapes that we know. So a lot of times you'll see those imagery and those symbols in my music, and it has to do with creating a metaphysical structure around yourself and your creation. So there it is, ENDODECA.VIP. And you'll see my really cool interactive NFT music. And if there's time later today, maybe I'll show you. But for now, let me pass you over to my wonderful co-host, Adabadi.
Hey, good to be here. Um, Freaking yeah, let's go. That was amazing. I loved getting the in depth of your name, and yeah, no, I appreciate that. My name is also well, my name is Out of Body, and as the name suggests, it's in homage of the out of body experience. And I'm an audiovisual artist, but today I'm going to be doing more of like music and sound production and stuff like that. So excited to be here with Endodica so that we can do this track that we've been, kind of semi planning, just kind of leaving it up in the air to kind of have like the creativity happen on spot. So was given some stems from Dotica so that we can do some fun magic to it. And yeah, excited to do this. Like I said, did a little bit of pre-planning, a little bit of stuff, so that we could get things rolling, like the BPM and all that stuff. But other than that, we're going to be kind of producing it live, sending it back to Endotica so that she can, do her magic and do the songwriting and lyrics and record her vocals, and then send it back over to my side so that we can fit it all in. But we'll see how far we get in this first episode of doing this. And yeah, excited because yeah, I think this been hearing the stems and getting some ideas in my head, and it's a really fire track. So yeah. Oh, you're muted.
Oh my gosh, yes. I have this joke with myself that whenever I do that, I have to pay a fee of 1 Ethereum. So I'm in the hole 1 ETH right now. That's so funny. Anyway, okay, so for friends who are watching, let me give you a little bit of background. So this is the first time that Adabado and I are going to do a song like this together. So this being the case, I would ask you, Adabadi, so how do you want to approach this? Do you want to, how do you want to show me what you got or where you want to start?
Yeah, no, well, basically, I felt like it was pretty fair to just kind of start off with the, what you gave me, and just kind of analyze that, and then go into another kind of little spot or a little playlist project file that you can see what I've done a little bit to it. But again, it's not very much, and we can go in a different direction. But yeah, it's a lot of fun from here. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm looking forward to it. Let me know when it's time to, focus on the close up of the studio. This whatever you want. Let me know.
Okay, cool. Yeah. And so, basically just approaching this as a very fun, creative project where make it on the spot and, let the creative juices flow, and wherever it takes us, we'll go.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Alrighty. So, yeah, I mean, if you want to put it up on my screen right now, have what you sent me over, and we can give that a listen. That'd be pretty freaking cool.
Okay, let me see if I can. Hold on, let me see. I know that there is a. All right. Is this what you want? The big.
Yeah, that works. Perfect. Alrighty, so this is the what you sent me. All right, so
Oh my god!
so I was giving that a listen, and
Yeah.
one of the obviously I feel like big time as an EDM artist stood out to me the most is the bass line. I like that a bunch.
Me too. Thank you for
Yeah.
it.
Then obviously the for the floor just ones and twos, always fun. And then yeah, this is great too. It gives us good context of also how something could interact with the bass. And put those two together with the bass and that the music or the instrumental, they have like this syncopated interaction every now and then. So yeah, I was just playing with that, and so if we go over here to this version, I kind of messed with it a little bit, made it a little bit louder, um,
Mm.
and we have make sure that the all the effects are turned off. Okay, perfect. So let's play that. So a lot louder. And then I put some effects here where I kind of just have a gate going on, then a guitar rig, which is just this virtual amplifier, and have some OTT to kind of bring that compression, upwards compression, to pull out that sound a bit more. Add an extra distortion because honestly, my thing was approaching this as an EDM track because I thought that was
Oh,
fun, and just immediately could grab something from there. And yeah, so that's the sound design I had the approach with. So
I
yeah,
did not
with the
expect that,
distortion.
and I'm super excited.
Yeah. Jen had some EQ things. I did that just to clean it up. This one, and now this is just sculpting what I wanted to hear out of the sound. And this is where you can kind of go crazy. Sometimes with the EQ, depending on what you're doing. For this instance, this is what this called for, at least at the time when I was listening to it. But yeah, just to kind of like pull out more what I wanted, take out less what I didn't. So yeah. Anyways, instead of just explaining that, I could have showed what each one did.
No, I love the explanation as well because you can look at something and make inferences, but it's just going to lead to more questions. So it's
Yeah,
wonderful to hear,
yeah,
what you actually were doing. I love to hear that. That's how we learn. I mean, when in a perfect world. So you just made it a perfect world because I'll tell you the truth. Nobody ever taught me anything. I basically had to become invisible in a room where talented engineers were working. And you can't ask questions
yeah.
ever. Not even on a smoke break. I didn't even smoke, but I would go out there. You know, but you can't ask questions.
Yeah.
At any time. So it's a treat and a treasure to hear
Oh,
what's about.
absolutely.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I always, if anything, I'm just so fascinated by a lot of the science and how clever so many sound engineers and sound designers can be. So it's like, you know, I'm just like almost like Pokemon cards, you know, and then so if you put this combine this way, it's a fun thing for me. And so like, and to me, it's just a vehicle for delivering strong messages. So yeah, I'm all about that part of the art. Uh,
Oh, vehicle for delivering strong messages. Okay, well,
yeah,
I'll let that inspire me as I come up with whatever the I end up singing.
yeah, right.
But
So
also keeping, yeah, but also keeping it appropriate for the song, because we can't be like those good old songs that are like, you listen and you're like, hey, this song is actually sad, you
uh,
know. But this is a good challenge, Ada,
yeah.
because now we're talking about making a song that feels like a party, but that has an important message. Or
Okay.
that's not the word you used, is it? You didn't say important. You said
It's a vehicle to deliver, you know, strong message.
strong message.
Yeah.
Strong message. Okay, got it.
So yeah, so just to cut out any of that extra. Now this is going to be the biggest time you hear something just with this, right? And then tell me if it's being a little too loud. I can always turn it down. But yeah, then OT to bring that up. Big difference. Then some. I'll just add the rest of these because now you'll see the EQ and all that stuff kind of put it all together. And that's why I say, look at that, you know, and I like that sound now that I'm hearing it again. It's like that sounded pretty nice to me. So this wild ass EQ is, you know, it's fun because it's like pulling out what I wanted to hear in the bass. And then so now you put this in with a sidechain, which is just like I always heard it. As soon as I heard it, it's like, oh yeah, ram up that bass, and then let's put like just a four to the floor with a kick drum, and the sidechain out into the kick, and I really liked how it sounded. So now it's just being sidechained every time the kick hits. It's going to be sidechain turned quiet. Yeah, it's nice.
Incredible.
And you know, adding the snare.
Incredible. Incredible.
Yeah, I was thinking something simple, you know, especially when it comes in quick or it comes in with the full beat and everything like that,
Yeah.
and then that could also really highlight your voice. So now we have something really intense going on, and you're kind of just like flying on top of it, like you know, like magic carpet. So you're gonna something, you know, it's like that's kind of what I'm like, you know, it obviously can go in so many different directions, but that yeah, it could go that way too. But yeah, so I don't know, yeah, like freaking, yeah, I love the bass line, super fun.
Me too. Yes. Yes.
So do you want to keep going in this direction? I also have like I was also gonna play with it a little bit as far as putting some like keys on there.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do it.
Okay.
Oh wait. So did you, just curious? Did
Mhm.
you also play with another direction? You said
Actually have
keep
not
going.
played with a different
Oh, okay.
direction, but yeah,
Okay, no, let's go with this. Let's go with this. Okay. Yeah, you want to throw some keys on there?
let's do it. Yeah, we can throw some keys. The freaking
what are your
so now because this bass line's a little bit more has like a little bit more going on with it. It's pretty fun because the chord progression can go in many different directions.
Okay, where do you want to go?
Um, Want to play around with it a little bit here. Um,
Okay.
so let's hear what the original.
Yeah, let's get into arranging maybe before even
Let's go. I think the
yeah.
bass line is solid in itself.
Yeah.
So if we
Oh
do
yeah, for
anything
sure.
else, it's
That's
going to just be a reharmonization, and you know.
elongate uh the section that the section that we want to work on, right?
Mhm.
To make room for example, these keys you're talking about.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So yeah, so that's what I was thinking about.
Yeah. Freaking also, let's see, like I was here. hearing what the original track was with too. So if we just put this here like that, let's see what. Yeah.
The song is coming to me every time you play it. I'm getting a little bit, another little piece, like Eminem on the bus.
Hey, perfect. Let's go. Okay, amazing.
I should get my book. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Perfect.
My book. Got to get the book. Oh. Oh. Oh, I hope I have some pages left in here even. Oh, just barely. I can see I'm definitely going to finish that songbook this year.
What's
I
up?
have this huge hardcover book that I've been writing songs in for a long time, and I
Uh-huh.
can see I'm about to finish it.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm very excited. Yeah, it's like, you know, Beeple has his everydays, and so does like Cats Will Eat You, and so many other iconic artists. They do an artwork every day, and I do too. I just hadn't published mine, but I have there. That book is like physical. You
Mm-hmm.
know, I write in it by hand, so you know,
Yeah, no,
it's got the teardrops and everything.
amazing. Yeah, you have it. The literal, time and the going through each page. It's there's something to that. Yeah.
Yeah, so now you're this chapter right here is about to become a part of it.
Hey, let's do it. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So let's see here. This one, 'cause it's a cool baseline progressions. Let me see about this.
I'm gonna hide, hide, I'm gonna hide, I'm gonna hide.
A little bit more simple than I was before. The
Huh?
bass. I want to keep the complexity of the bass, but I want to simplify the chord progression. I think it'd be fun. Yeah, because the original one, it's like it's nice. It's got that feel, but it's like I'm gonna lean in a different direction.
The strings? Do you mean the strings that are on there?
Yeah, I'm gonna like try something, and I think you'll like it.
Oh, okay.
Let's do it.
Uh-oh, got the first lyric. Adivani,
Yeah.
what do you think about, let me ask you if you're open to this. What do you
Mhm.
think about electric sounds? You know?
Yeah, for sure. It's the easiest time sometimes for me to hear on the piano,
Oh, okay.
and then I can kind of branch out from there.
Okay. Because I seem to remember you saying like you like synths, and so I'm just hearing some juicy synth sounds.
Oh yeah, no, hundred
You
percent.
know? Okay.
Yeah, hell yeah, let's do it. So it's weird. It's progression.
I have so far. If you play it, this is what I have so far. I can hum to you. The lyrics are coming, but this is what I'm going to sing pretty much
Okay.
so far. Okay. Turn down the light. We're gonna turn up the night. You know it. It's time to party. You know, like that's time
That's
to party. So that's what the cadence that I'm looking at so far.
that's awesome. I
You
love it.
like?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. I'll
Yeah.
keep work. The first two lines I got. I'll work on the next little
Mhm.
parts, but that's
Right. Right. No, I.
so I'm
That's
looking forward to if you want to what if you have some. You talked about a progression, so I'm ready to go wherever. But that's what I have so far.
yeah. Yeah. I'm just figuring out one last bit. This is. Yeah, I think that's it. You know. So. I think that's it. So. With that, I can play around a little bit more with it
Ooh.
here. Take this off the photo.
Uh-huh.
Put on an art or yeah, an artwork here. So if I play this, so we can go
Mm.
and then I kind of want to have it make sure everything is following the side chain because if anything gets in the way of the side chain, it's not fun. Um, so
Huh.
a lot of times, it depends. It depends on what you want to do and how you want things to sound. But for this definitely needs to be connected to the side chain. So every time the kick comes, this is going to be ducked. So
Hey, I love it. I love it. Oh, okay. You know something I want to do? I already know. I was thinking about what about a voice, of course, an AI voice, right?
mm-hmm.
That is like saying things throughout the song, like you know, like some AI riffs, almost
Okay.
like initiate relaxation sequence.
Yeah, yeah. Like
I'm not
ASMR.
sure what's going to come up, but at one point before we say goodbye, let's do one pass where we add some like you know
Yeah.
some story. I guess that's what I'm trying to say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Uh,
Whatever
do you have one in mind that you can make that sample with?
let's do it at the end
Okay.
because
Okay.
yeah,
Excellent.
that's what I'm saying. Maybe that can be like the last thing because then we'll have built some things and I can work it into the story
Perfect. Okay.
after
So
I write some more lyrics. I love those sounds, out of body. That sounds amazing.
so let's go maybe. Yeah, I like that. So let me just record that then. If you're feeling that, I'm feeling it. Just like I said, I'm trying to keep it simple, keep it open up, and then also we can like really lean into the drums too when we get like especially the hi hats and all that. So yeah, that sounds great. Um,
Absolutely. And then just like understand what for this kind of music, my process is I will just sing a lot and then I expect to for us to cut it out and move it,
Oh yeah.
you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I'm singing all the way through, but that's not how I write songs. I don't
Oh
write
right.
because I'm singing all the way through that's you know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah. No.
Okay.
Now that's gonna
I'm
be.
still singing a lot of nonsense as well. So,
Oh
see,
yeah.
everyone, this is how the sausage is made. I'm just singing a lot of nonsense.
No.
How it is.
Oh yeah, and same here. A lot of times I'll just be playing around, and then it might sound like a little weird, but it's sometimes on the way to finding the coolest stuff. So yeah, totally get it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna track
Can you?
that, and then
Okay. Let me ask you a question. When
mhm,
when you're when you're playing the music, can you hear me singing too?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, hell yeah,
Okay.
cool setup. It works really well so far. I
Oh,
hope
this is fucking great.
yeah.
How long have we been talking about this?
This is cool.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so
Uh-huh.
recording.
I like those strings a lot.
Cool.
And I think that the strings would sound really good with your synth that you made. That
Nice.
yeah, like I love the sounds that you're doing.
Yeah.
Always surprising me out of body.
I'm like, now that we have the base laid out too, we could do some pocketing with it. So, uh, keep the melody, keep the whole basement line and everything, but now we can switch out certain parts with a super cool bass that we can design on the spot, like real twangy or have some kind of essence to it to go with the melody. That's one of my favorite things to do too. So, that's coming. So yeah, I think this is gonna really round it out though with this synth. Let's see here. Let's get this track. Nice. All right. So let's get this. Now we can kind of play more with the. We can play more with the type of art we're doing. Now that I have it tracked. Um, so let's just put this in now and let's clone it because I think there's something else on it. Okay. Right. And then now we can even see if we went a little bit faster. Right now it's at a 2 if you look up here. But we can go like here.
Top down.
And then I have an idea for here.
Get fresh.
Dot it.
Dress to impress. I can see you're in the mood. I'm sure I want more. She wants more, more, more. Ooh.
Yeah, I'm hearing some yeah, I'm feeling some strings actually, or some piano. But I want something pretty. What would say? might be a little too dull. Not funny. I don't got those ones. This isn't our own. It's here.
Mm-hmm.
Do this. And this. And this. A little bit of that. And a little bit of that. Okay, and then we could do some reverb. And then I like this one here. It's called brass. It really brightens it up. It's a very bright reverb. So bright you might even want to put the pass going on. But yeah, so I think that'll sound a lot better now. So let's adjust the. Sorry, I don't mean to keep pausing it.
Hey, this is how this is. I don't pause it. You know I pause it.
That's the one right there. All right, so I'm gonna be playing with the piano a little bit, so feel free to go for it for a minute. Cause I'm gonna be doing the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Your space, your heart, your mind, your soul. Your peace, my peace, I know. Love a time to get fresh. Love a time to get fresh. Mm. To get fresh. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. then stop me at any time, okay? Oh,
Yeah.
if you have something that you wanted to say, I was just playing. I think I found the melody, just like a little,
Oh yeah.
yeah. Um, and then I can bounce this over to you, and then if you want, we can get a little bit of recordings of you, and I can start fitting them in.
Okay. What do you mean, like, mm, when you say bounce them over? Do you mean like some stems or?
Or just the full track, what I have right now.
Oh, okay. Okay, got you. Yeah, got
Would
you.
you would you like me to give you like a couple like 8 bars before it fully gets into it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
yeah, like
sounds good.
get a good beginning, get in the mood. Okay, so let
Yeah.
me retract this real quick. So I'm feeling it's like, yeah, I think that's it. And something like that, right?
So let me ask you a question. Are you doing the same thing? Like, is your approach the same as the singing? Are you going to play the keys all the way through and then send me the stem for that, or like because I guess what I'm saying is, if you're extending it, are you also extending the strings and the other parts with it?
Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
probably
Okay.
what I'll do is I'll start off probably just the melody by itself, then add a little bit of the kick, and then put it in with the bass as the faux break for right now, just to get a sense of give you ideas of how you'd like to do the full break when the bass comes in, and then
Okay.
yeah, it kind of like
Yeah.
give you
Go for it.
bars of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, when you're sending me back, it's gonna have not only the parts that you're playing, but also you're gonna have done some arranging as well.
Yeah, just yeah,
Nice.
right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love it.
Get the ideas flowing.
Okay.
So
And just to be clear, you're going to be sending me just the stems without effects, correct?
oh no, I was gonna send you the whole track as like one MP3.
Uh,
Do you want the stems?
yes,
Yeah.
because that would help me.
Okay.
That would be best. And the MP3 as well. Please, I'm greedy. Send me all of it.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
yes, if you could send me the stems with no effects and then also send me the MP3, that would be dope. Because I use Studio One, and I know that you use what do you
FL
use?
Studios. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, not the same, not the same.
Right.
So I don't want to find myself, struggling against some plugin that I didn't have or whatever. So
Mhm.
if we can just work with the stems when I send it back to you,
Okay.
I also won't add effects.
Okay.
That's
So
like the very last thing that I do usually.
absolutely, you know it. Let's do it.
Yeah,
That sounds
yeah.
fun.
Okay.
Um. Okay. So then let's do this. I remember there's like I think that works. We'll just have it there for now. I'm probably gonna change that, but yeah, I like the yeah.
Huh?
Second part, I like more of this. I like that. I think we're gonna keep that, but this part right here, it's all right. I'll see.
What
I'll
do you
play.
mean? What do you mean? Wait, what are you saying?
So if
You
you
sound. I don't hear satisfaction.
right, so this is like I said, I'll play around with it, but I really like this part where it goes, and then that's okay. That last part, but I'll play around with it. So oh,
Is that what you were playing to make that beautiful arpeggio that you created with the electric
yeah,
stone?
yeah. Well, the arpeggio is just playing chords and then getting
Oh,
the
okay.
sense of the rhythm I wanted.
Sounds
And
really good.
now here I'm just getting some extra melodies, like little ad lib
Oh, okay.
melodies. Yeah. Uh,
Yeah.
right. Yeah. So let's see here. Let's do it. Yeah. Oh wait. Let's get a new track going. Hold this piano. Let's go. Ah, messed up.
I wanna give my all to you. I can feel what's moving.
sidechain on this sucker. It's hidden. All right. Controller. Pull off a little bit. And then let's see what some little hi hats could do to us too. So I got this snare too. We could always change up the snare. But I was thinking something simples like
Mm. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, hey Ada,
Mhm.
when you do the snare, I want. Can you put some rap bars in there for me? I'm gonna rap on that snare, please.
Oh yeah. Oh
Give
yeah.
me some bars,
Uh-huh.
please. Some bars, and when the snare comes, I'll know that's my rap bars.
Okay. Cool. Cool. Um, let's see here. I'm thinking. Yeah, this is. You gotta come in here later. All right, about the piano for right now. We can try something. I was hearing something, but yeah, there's.
What you hearing? Ooh, come on now. Indulge it. Indulge yourself. Indulge yourself.
Let's see here.
Ooh, that's hard.
Let's see here.
Ooh. What is what is that called? What is that sound called?
I call it a drive-by bass.
Oh my god, that is so fucking hard. That is hard as fuck. Gosh.
Thank you.
Damn. Woo!
There you go. So
Woo! Woo! Mm, mm, mm. Music too. Feel the beat within you. Within you. Within you.
all right. So
Within
that
you.
cuts into the bass
Within
now.
you.
So,
Turn off the light. We're gonna turn up tonight. Oh no. We're gonna turn up tonight. Turn up tonight. Turn off the light. We're gonna. Okay. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Turn down the light. We're gonna. And then. Um, turn.
that's right. They switched it up on the new album.
Ah. We're gonna.
giving us a little bit of hard trouble. Yeah, so those little bit of more complicated progressions with the bass line walking through it. You have
Mm.
notes that stick out and they won't follow a more simple chord progression, so you kind of
You
have to.
know why, don't you?
Yeah, it's like
Because the writer is complicated.
yeah. Essentially, so there we go. Or we can go like this. Make it double. Dig it.
Ooh, I hear you out of body.
Like this one's
Uh. I hear you from there.
and then this one
We're gonna, we're gonna, we're gonna, uh-huh. At the party, at the conference, I seen you.
so maybe one more bass. You like that? They have
Yeah, I do. I love it. I was laughing at myself and my funny lyrics. I don't hold back anything. I say, like I said, I'm going to sing a lot of nonsense.
nice.
But sometimes the nonsense turns out to be something funny at the end or the beginning, or I
Oh,
don't know. You just never know what's going to turn out to be the star.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. We're gonna party. Turn off the news.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I love that. I love what you're doing there. That's gonna sound great.
Oh, good.
Oh yeah. Um, we're gonna make it go really hard when because I've been loving what people have been doing with with the future house, um, and just bringing a lot of these really smooth dubstep type sounds uh,
Mm.
to house, the elegance that house can have, that luxurious feel it can bring,
Mm-hmm.
those strong, more grungy basses.
Yeah.
I think it's a fun mix between the two. So I feel like with your voice, especially because it's so soft and delicate. Uh,
Oh, I have other voices too. They may come out. I just let them do what they want. Ha ha. So what I mean, the smoker may come out. You never know. And
awesome.
she's usually the one that shows up at first. Let's see. But yeah, but thank you. I'm glad you like this. I'm glad because
Mhm.
it's good. The truth is like, and I'm keeping in mind your desire for a song with a strong message, and that's good because there's a lot of music out there where you want to sing along, but you don't want to sing something stupid. And I hate that. I hate that. You know what I mean? Like I enjoy the best songs where I'm singing something that's meaningful to me, right?
Hmm.
And so that means that either it has to be spacious enough that it can mean something too different to all of us, or it's got to be something that's universally, something universal, even if it's a moment or something. So I'm keeping in mind, that thing about strong message, but also um, not being ignorant to the times. For
Hmm.
friends who are watching, I'm in the United States right now, and I have to say, I am not unaffected by the news that I see on social media. And so it is definitely a time where I know we have to have a place that isn't that. There needs to be a place to nourish ourselves, and this song can be that place.
Damn,
So
perfect.
yeah, so don't think for a moment that that's not what's on my mind. You know.
Hmm. For sure. Yeah, powerful music too is one of those things that it's just like it's like soccer. No matter who you are,
Haha.
and a
How's
good
it like soccer? Tell me, out of
good
body.
message can affect anyone, and a good thing can can affect everyone. We can all have that. So positivity
Wait,
is positivity.
I'm sorry. Wait, did you say it's like soccer?
Yeah.
Wait, please extrapolate, brother.
Oh, yeah. Like soccer around the world, you can bring a soccer ball, and everyone will be able to. Most of the time, in most situations, people
Ah,
start playing and be able to kick the ball and do all the tricks with it and everything.
yes.
Right?
Okay.
So it's a
Yeah.
um, good positive message always needed, especially now, no matter where. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Um, but yeah, no, freaking. I'm glad. Yeah, what I'm hearing over on your side, it's gonna be great. So
Okay,
yeah,
great.
let me get this bounced over to you, and then some like lead on to it. So then you get some ideas for that too. Um,
Yeah. Will you start? Will you put the strings too at the at the top,
okay,
if it's possible, without messing up your thingy?
you got it. I'll
The
organize it.
strings for my vocals, I think that I'm kind of singing around those strings. I think that's kind of
Okay.
what I'm doing. I'm not sure, but I think so. So
So let's break this down. So
that's so fucking sexy. Will you do something? Will you do like a little tiddlywink where you want my vocals to come in at? So, do you know what
oh,
I'm talking
okay,
about? Yeah,
yeah,
give me an extra.
right, okay.
Love what you're doing. It sounds great. Top down. Hey, everybody, when you hear this song, when I say top down, I mean, you can take your top down if you want. And if you want, you can put the top of your car down if you want. But what I'm really talking about is put the top of your laptop down. Put the top of that laptop down. It's time to party. Come on.
Yeah, a little longer one this time. down one octave. No, it's too much. Let's start naming these. So this is short bass, bass one, bass one underscore one. It's modeled off of this bass. Um, so yeah, let's get this guy. OTT. And then also have connected to that side chain. I always have like a simple side chain just to get a sense of the song, and then I dial it in as I
Mm-hmm.
get further in the track. Each one will have their own side chain compression, sometimes with multiple ghost kicks, just depending on the situation. And then
Mom. Yes. Mom. Mom. You.
ooh, I have an idea on this one,
It's still looking good.
and then this, and then this. It'll just stay consistent the whole time. But because the kick is going to be on, it's going to like do a real nice side chain to it.
Woo!
Yeah, right. That's great. So let's do this. Sounds a little rough without the kick though. It's a hit. And then we could do that maybe here. Take this one out.
Where are you? Where are you?
Also,
Where, where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Okay. Where are you? Where are you? Are you?
that releases too much. Let's make that maybe a little longer. And then we can do the same thing here.
Time to make your move to party. Turn on something new. Where are you? You know what? I'm going to try next time a different audio for myself because um, when I'm singing, I can't hear
Oh, really?
your, yeah. It's kind of like, you know how you and me, we got two-way speakerphones. So like you cannot, we can argue at each other. We can both be like, "Meh, meh, 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 meh," we can both hear each other shouting. But back in the day, I remember a long time ago, I had a two-way speakerphone, but
Mhm.
my boyfriend, he only had a one-way speakerphone. So if I was talking, he couldn't be heard. It
Yeah.
was because he didn't have two-way speakerphone. And
Uh,
so it was always, I always thought it was very funny.
I
But
wonder if the
that's,
stream might be
this is
ducking it too.
karma. It's happening to me now.
Uh, that's funny. Yeah, no. I wonder if it's the stream ducking it too.
No, no, no. I think it's me. Let me tell you, and this is what I can do. We can try it. But
Okay.
right now, I'm listening to this through my M audio interface where my microphones are coming in and out of, and it's plugged into my laptop. What I can try is I can plug this directly into my laptop.
Oh, okay, cool.
Maybe that will make a difference.
That'd be yeah, for sure. No, if any
Um,
get you able to hear it while you're singing, that'd be
I mean,
it's optimum, right?
no, actually,
Oh,
this is a better experience for me. Oh, you mean like my
yeah, for you, like be able to hear the music as you're singing.
yes.
Absolutely.
That exactly.
All right.
So yeah. Okay.
Okay, so I think I got that. This sounds cool. Oh, I like that.
Where are you? It's time to party. Make your move. Hmm. Where are you? Okay, that's what I'm gonna say. It's time to boogie.
Yeah, it gives us another texture.
It's time to make a move. Where are you? Where are you? Okay, the story of the song is coming together.
Okay, great. Let's see here. Let's do one more of these. Link to controller. I think that'll be fun. And let's do
Time to party. Time to make a move. Where are you? I are you?
yeah, I like that. That's cool. I like that. And then it's just a little placeholder for right now. I want to hear what this sounds like, those other strings that were there before.
Yeah, like my melody that I'm singing is based on those strings. Listen to the music. It's time to party. Where are you?
So let me do.
What'd you say?
I'm gonna do the build up now, so that you have all of that to work with.
How exciting.
All right. So, let me. I haven't added the hi hats yet. Let's do that.
Yeah, I want to ask you about something, Adabadi.
What's that?
Uh, do you have any ideas about um, progression after like a breakdown, like a
Yeah.
bridge or a thing? Yeah.
What's pretty
Okay.
cool is that because we kind of reharmonized it, we can always go back to the original one, original chord progression, and we can freshen up things with that. And then we could also just add a bridge or breakdown, and go in that
Oh
direction.
wait. Okay. I was just curious if I was just curious. You might have had one, so I
Yeah.
wanted to just ask.
Oh yeah, no, the
Okay.
way I see it too. That's why I like just right off the bat doing a reharm. Just because I could always have the original thing in my back pocket, and to bring it back for whatever reason. So yeah, the cool thing about it is the bass line will work with both. So, um, and then on top of that, your ears can adjust to both. Should be able to adjust to both pretty easily. Um, so yeah, let's see here. Let me get a hi hats together. Um, let's see. Doesn't have to be nothing fancy.
Did you add my rap bars?
I'm about to do that right now.
Oh, okay, okay. I just want to make sure. Wait, I'm gonna put it in the notes for our show. Ha
Uh-huh.
ha.
So let me just well, what happened? What just happened? That was super weird. It's a good thing it allowed me to undo it. All
Oh yes.
right. Okay. Let's save it. There we go. Make a duplicate. Um, just be quick about it too, because I don't want to. Let's just put a.
Listen, listen. It's okay.
Let's see
I mean, would you hurry up if you were making some food? I hope not.
here.
Don't hurry up with my food, okay? Don't hurry up seasoning my food. You take your time, okay? Ooh, that's hot. Ooh, that's hot. Like
Yeah.
that even sounds, yo, you know what? That even sounds like it could be the first sound of the song. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a fucking Def Leppard hit or something, you know?
Let's see
When I hear that sound, that's the first band I think of is Def Leppard.
here.
Why?
Let's
Do
go.
you know what I mean now?
Mm-hmm.
It's wild. Why is that? It's crazy. It must have been one song in particular.
Let's see.
Damn, that is such a great sound, out of body.
Well, yeah.
And it's hot.
Right here. There. I'm so confused with the new key commands with the FL Studios 25. I don't know what took me so long to like update. Um, I was using it more in the summer too, and then I came back home and just didn't do the update, and then got back used to the old FL Studios, and then yeah, that's super slow.
Oh, they changed the key commands on you?
Yeah, and they never do that. It's
Oh,
like
let me ask you a question.
I'm super used to the old versions because it's been like that way for like 10 years plus.
Yeah, let me ask you a question. So, like on PreSonus Studio One,
Hmm.
there is something called an exchange where we can like download and save settings and stuff like that. Are you able to just upload your settings for your custom key commands from your version? Do you know
Um,
what I mean? So like
things
when
that Apple
I
is really lax is yeah to be able to
macros, are you
the,
talking about macros?
the key commands. They're always they
Macros.
macros is.
Yeah, a macro. So let's just real quick, this
Hmm.
because maybe this can be helpful.
Hmm.
So when you say key command, I
Hmm.
use the word macro. I think we're talking about the same thing. You're talking about pressing command and some key sequence, and
Right,
it
right,
does some
yeah.
shit, a whole sequence of shit if you want.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Right.
Okay. And so in PreSonus Studio One, we call those macros. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. And so we can create them and save them. I know that FL Studio and PreSonus Studio One, I know that a lot of times there's a lot of overlap in terms of features.
Hmm.
And so we can create a macro and save it. It's stored as a little file on my local computer. And if I
Cool.
want, I can upload it to the exchange, and I have everyone. If you want some Indodica macros, some things that I built that I found useful, you can follow me and get them, or sign up to my blog and I'll send it to you. But anyway, but so it's saved as a little as a file, and it's something that you can also like download,
Mhm.
and it's like in Studio One, I can like import kind of like so stored files and create them. Can you do that with FL Studio? Are you able to use your old macros, just
Yeah.
like reinstall them?
No, that's one of the things that has been one of the big complaints from the FL Studios community is like the ability to adjust the key commands. Uh,
Oh,
yeah, so that's mine. Is wah wah down, thumbs down FL Studios, but you can basically save anything else and load up templates, make templates, and all kinds of stuff. Just about anything else except for key commands. It's kind of wild, but
oh my
yeah.
God.
So
Maybe they'll get on that.
right, I know that's been one of my biggest complaints ever.
Dang.
Let's see here. I think I got this. Yeah, we can go here now. And now at this point, we can also make it double speed. And then we can also do the sidechain for this one as well. Would be here. We can have this set to stretch. Like that.
You gotta.
And we can also add in one more. make one myself. So,
Get fresh, lover. Get fresh, lover.
mm, I hate that. Dun, dun.
Get fresh, lover. It's time to party.
So take this one.
I wanna see you. I wanna see you.
Yeah. Okay, so
I wanna see you.
the original
I
one.
wanna see you. I wanna see you. I wanna see you. I wanna see you. I need to wear a sparkly halter top to work on this song. Be on Amazon buying some
Nice.
I
Yeah, we're at a
gotta get fresh, lover.
we can go.
This song demands sequence.
Boom. So we can now do this.
I wanna see you. I wanna see you. It's time to. Fuck yeah, that's so hot, Ada.
Nice.
It's time to get fresh, lover.
Over here, and then we can do without the bass, and no snare, and no hi-hats. There we go.
I wanna see you.
And then we're gonna get this. And it's gonna be a lot better. This is just like a blueprint for right now, to help with ideas. And then I think here, yeah, we can add. Uh, yeah, we'll see. So, and then maybe what we could do is we can get some of these guys over here. And how do I do this? I got it. I got it. I got it. Go over here and then just turn him down. Of course, it's hidden. Animation clip. Okay, so we'll turn the kick down until I get to this point, um, because then we can activate uh, the side chain without hearing the kick. So it'll. So yeah, let's not release the bases so early. Don't release the bass.
Yeah, make me work for that shit.
Yeah. So
The base is the reward.
mm-hmm.
Get it, boy.
Maybe we can release him again a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Get it, boy. Get it, brother. Yes. Oh, yeah.
So maybe we won't reveal everything. We'll
Yeah, make us work for that. Make us work for it. It's time to party. Where are you? Where are you?
there we
Where
go.
are you?
Now a couple of these bars, just so that you have them to work with.
How many rap bars?
I'm gonna give you. Well, how many do you want? I can give you. Do you want 16 or 8?
Let's see if I can say everything I need to say in 8 bars. That
Okay.
way, maybe that'll be 8 bars for somebody else to come in and say some shit.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have the
Maybe,
lead up.
maybe.
Okay. I'm gonna have the lead up be the same, and then but once it gets to the whole the break, I'm just gonna loop it like bunch of bars for you to kind of like I don't know, just
Oh,
repeat and then have get ideas if you want.
wait a minute. Hold on a second.
Mhm.
You don't have to do that.
Okay.
But what I would love is, can you put a audio signal before the rap verse and also an audio signal before the vocals where you envision it coming in?
Mm.
Okay, and how I here I'll give you an example. If you listen to the original song that I gave you,
Mm-hmm.
right? I do it with a drum. I go
Okay.
before a new little part comes. Do you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? If you listen to mine, like that's the little signal for somebody. Don't. It's not like obvious, but for the musician, they know that that's
Mm-hmm.
their signal. So
All
that's
right.
what I'm
Yeah.
looking for. So,
Let's-
so yeah. So put a little doodad before the rap verse, and put a little doodad before the where you envision the first sound of my voice to come in. Okay,
Right.
like
Yeah. I'll give you
just
a little.
before that. Yeah, you know, like a but not
Yeah.
but your version of that. Your version. I'm not trying to tell you that has to be even a drum, but you know what I'm saying?
Right here. I got something.
Oh, look at you! Look at you pulling out the big gun.
Let's see what we could do. That's a good one. I always like that one.
Or you know, it could be. It could even be with the bass. It could be whatever you want, but just something so I know that that's my.
Right. Right. Yeah. So let me get this in the right speed because it's a bit slow.
Here's one. Here's one. Just here's an example. It's
Mhm.
quick and dirty, but you might like this. So that bass that you the kick drum,
Mhm.
that's your kick, right?
Yeah.
Somewhere in there. Okay. So here's a quick way. So for the before the rap comes in, if you could just add a few extra kicks, and then I know that I'm
Okay.
supposed to go for the rap part, and then however you want for the front part. Yeah.
Well, I got you.
But that does that make sense?
Absolutely. I'll add that right now.
Okay. I don't want to make you do all the heavy lifting.
Not even.
Let me tell you how I do it. That's how I do it.
There we go. Let's just cut that off right there. And then let's see what we could do about this guy. Nope, nope, nope. Do the same thing with you. Sidechain works wonders for so many things.
Sexy. Who taught you about side chains? Tell me.
How's that right there?
Well, let me see. Let's see. Go back and let me see if I can identify where it's supposed to come in.
Okay,
Is that for the singing part?
yeah, yeah, for the rapping part.
Oh wait, the rapping part. Oh,
Whatever you want. So
okay.
it's
So the singing part should happen before the rapping part, or do you have it flipped around? Just tell me.
um I
I
haven't
don't
really
care which.
solidified it, but I would generally say yeah, the singing part happens first to kind of give like an earworm. And then the rapping can come in where it feels like a verse is like, really acceptable at a, that certain part. Um,
Okay. So let me listen to what you've got and see if I can identify the ones you put in there.
cool, cool. All right, so I'm just gonna go straight from the beginning, okay?
Yeah.
So I didn't mean to go too long, but I hope that like when it did initiate it, you could hear that.
I heard the one that had like the kind of hi hats. That
Uh-huh.
one was obvious. No, but the hi hats was the second signal or the first?
Um, I added it on the spot, but honestly, it yeah, that's the second signal I would say. Uh,
Okay. So can you play the part right before the
mhm.
where the rap verse comes in? Because we want the rap verse to be a more spacious.
Okay. Let's
So
see here.
so like if for the rap verse, if we can identify the rap verse just before it starts with an extra few kicks in there to
Mhm.
announce that some shit's about to pop off, and
Right.
then and then and then if we can take off something like Coco Chanel says, and then I'll know that that's the rap verse, and then when the instruments come back in, I'll know that that's the end of the 8 bars.
Okay.
Is that
Let me
cool?
see what I could do for giving the other cue too for when it's would be good for singing. Let's see here.
Yeah.
Just do the piano. That's it. So when you hear the piano, that'll be like maybe a cue for
Yeah, good one.
and then
Good one, brother.
double the kick do do and the chicka chicka.
Yeah, okay, okay.
And that'll let you know, like maybe yeah,
Yeah.
for rapping.
Yo, that's gonna be the t-shirt.
Yeah, great.
Yeah. So for the rap verse, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to be so loud. For the rap verse, Kim, let's see. Does does the rap verse have what's in the rap verse? Is there instruments playing in there? Like
Um,
like can you play the rappers?
yeah.
Let me hear because let me hear it. So just a little bit before, so I can hear the
Oh yeah, yeah.
drop off. Okay, so I can identify it. Make sure I identify it.
1, 2, ready, go.
Okay, so so for me, right? For me, can
Mhm.
we try something?
Yeah.
Would you mind dipping out a couple of the tracks for the rap
Oh,
bars?
absolutely. Yeah.
Whatever you can choose, but I
Mhm.
would like to keep the kick, obviously, right?
Mhm.
But maybe so we could lose some of the other instruments just for those 8 bars. That would be awesome.
Absolutely. Let's do some of this. And how about
Because
this?
the rapper in me has a big booty and she needs space to fling it around.
How about that?
Will you take off the keys, please?
Take off the
You can
what?
the noodling keys. Yeah, yeah. Okay, perfect. Like this. See, yeah, 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 yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that's perfect, right?
Yeah, I think that should be with singing. Yeah.
We're gonna party. Yeah,
Awesome. Okay. So
turn off the news. Yeah, I love it. I love it. Thank you. Thanks for
sure.
being flexible.
Of course. But we could take off the keys altogether. So then let's do a sound effect to a sweep.
Let it go to music. To get into. Tell your songs I feel it's done. Over you. Your thumbs, my thumbs. Oh.
So then,
Mm-hmm.
how about when the main part kicks into? It's like that's when you go into the singing and doing like the main hook. Um,
Is that the what's the sound that goes right before the how does it sound now right before?
right, this sounds like this right before the singing part. So
Then it's sweet sweet.
okay, cool.
Then it's sweet sweet. That's what I hear.
Yeah, soup soup.
Let me see if I can identify it.
And then so
So will you?
you could be rapping, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Now have like a sweep.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Yeah,
My peace, your peace, my, your time.
yeah. That sound tight.
Yeah.
I liking it.
Hot down.
All right, so you want me to the bounce that? That sound nice.
I feel like it's missing a part, like a bridge, a part that's different. The part we didn't take it away and bring it back.
Okay. Did you want to save that for after I give it to you for a second, or do you want to try to get that in now?
Well, uh, it would be good if you have time to put it
Okay.
in, so at least that part's.
Let me give you a spot.
Because because that's like a section of the song. I don't want to try to say all the things and then we add a section because then I'll be like, shit.
Right, okay.
I done said all the things now. Shit.
All right, so I got this for you right there. Then we got for music to go, and then how about it breaks down to this?
Yeah. I mean, don't you want to do a solo or of something for yourself? I
We
mean,
could.
I don't. I mean, I'm asking like,
Uh,
like some type. There, there needs to be somebody needs a riff. I sing, I rap, right? So
uh,
there needs to be like another like a riff on there.
okay. Let's see
So
here.
how what instrument do you want to riff with?
If I were to
You need
pick
a
something, let's see here.
Yeah, there needs to be that part, the fucking juicy part, the marrow. We need the marrow out of body. Because like everybody knows the marrow is not the meal, but that's the part people be like the
It's,
marrow, the sauce.
it's a good one I got. This one. This is bubble from scratch.
Yeah, the breakdown, that's what's missing, the breakdown, you know? The part where people start pop locking. That's what we need, the fucking pop locking part. Do I lie? Let me see.
Let's see here. See, call this a lead, and then I think it's something like that.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. I have an idea, out of body. Okay, this is what I have an idea. So when I go back to the drawing board, I was thinking that maybe you and I can have a conversation because we're going to perform this, obviously, right? So what I'm thinking is, hold on a second, let me see if I can arrange this differently. Hold on. 1 second, my friend. Let's see. Oh, okay, that's better. What was I going to say? Okay. So we're going to perform this, obviously, And what about uh, a solo? If that's the instrument that you're going to choose, it's so expressive. What if you and I have a conversation with it? I say something, right? Like I'll ask you a question, or I'll ask a
Mm,
question, or make a statement or something, and you
like,
could respond. Yeah. So
yeah,
like
like call
just
and
FYI.
response.
Yeah. So when I on my verse, when I come back with whatever I when I see you next week,
Hmm.
right? Uh, I'm gonna leave room for that instrument to have a role in the conversation. What do you think?
Yeah, let's see how it works.
Okay.
I love experimenting, so
Okay.
when I have
Yeah.
a little chance to play around with it, and also with the vocals too, it's like where I feel like it's a great time to kind of like let a lot of ideas be made as it comes. Just so like I'll probably get a million and one ideas once I hear your vocals on top of the track. Uh,
Mhm.
so yeah, I think I'm gonna save all the good stuff for that. But
Mhm.
I mean, especially if you feel like something missing, we could like just try to put a little filler for right now.
Oh,
Um,
well, yeah, I'll tell you exactly what it is. The breakdown. We need
yeah.
the breakdown part. So,
Okay. Yeah. So
the where do you envision that to go? Like after the rap or
um,
before the rap?
I'd say usually it would go breakdown goes after the second verse, or excuse me, the second chorus. So you'd have like one chorus, then you hear it again, so it's repeated, it's in your mind, and then instead of going back to the verse again, verse chorus, it'd be like verse chorus, and then it would be a bridge or a breakdown, and then back to the verse or chorus, depending on how the bridge is. Um, but yeah, so
So for what we have right now, it looks
mhm.
like it's after the rap verse
Yeah, so it sounds
breakdown.
like there might be a rap first. It's just kind of hard to tell, like uh, uh, especially with just the blueprint that I have right now. I would, if I were to kind of put the arrangement in kind of a palatable thing that to like standardize it, I'd say the beginning is just melodies and the vocals. So with some of the like hints of the melody and the music and in the instrumental, um, and then if we introduce the rap part, it's going to be building up to the break, and that's totally
Right.
what we want. It's super fun,
Yeah.
um, and that's kind of like bring up a lot of hype. And then finally, when we get to the break, we'll have our main hook, which we would have been giving a lot of like foreshadowing at the very beginning. So when people hear it again and they hear it in the midst of the full break, they'll go, "Oh yeah, I remember that part. Now it sounds perfect here." Um, and then
100%.
after that, then I would say another rap verse, which would then build up again to the hook one more time, and then once we have that hook again, to switch things up, we do a breakdown, and then with that breakdown, again, we could either go back to the chorus or go back to the verse. Probably be best to go back to the chorus, especially with EDM. Just give it to them one more time, end off strong, and then kind of like do kind of cool down at the end.
Okay. All right. Well, okay, thank you for laying that out.
Mhm.
So, okay, I'll keep that in mind. And one thing about myself is, as a songwriter,
Mhm.
I don't like to repeat things, right? So every time the hook, the chorus, whatever,
Mhm.
uh, it can be a little different because um, we want to continue the story, not retell the part that they already know.
Cool.
So yeah, so I look forward to this evolution.
Mhm.
And okay, I'm vibing. I'm vibing. All right. All right.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then for the time being, I can do a mock up of that arrangement and then,
Yeah.
yeah, have that
But
bounce to
but
you now.
with the but with this though, so
Mhm.
let's have a little conversation real quick.
Mhm.
So how important to you is the standardization? Because I don't feel like it's necessary to follow some old standard of songwriting. Um,
Oh
but
yeah, and I was just, it's kind of almost, when I say like a standardization, it's just the most educated guess of a blueprint. You know what I'm saying?
well,
So
yeah, but I mean, like, um, would that necessarily be your approach for this? So,
yeah, it's kind of like, it's like it can go anyway, but just kind of give like a bare bones of something just to be able to have anything to develop from, and then we could always change up those details.
okay, well, if so, no, I look at this as a creative opportunity. So
Awesome.
let's see. Yeah, we're gonna see how I can. I'm still gonna do what I do, which is the verses and things. They will have to be different. Uh,
Hmm.
but okay, that's good to know. That helps me to
Okay.
figure things out. So is that where you're gonna put it together now? Because that would be helpful. Like if I have the full arrangement, only then can I write all the parts. I can't write a
Right.
part for a
Right.
piece that's not in the arrangement. So if you want a second rappers, can you go ahead and put it in there now?
Okay. Cool. Cool.
Yeah, like yeah, put those things like what if you want to have all those choruses and all those things, go
Right.
on and put it in there so I can write to it.
I'm gonna make it super simple to just highlight the points. Okay, and then we're gonna copy
It
this.
has to be highlighted in an audio way though, remember,
Yeah.
because I don't have the same DAW as you, so it'll need to be done in an audio way. That's why I'm like, oh, can I identify it with via audio?
Absolutely. I'm gonna
Yeah.
basically just repeat the same verse right here, and then it'll have the same cues. So it's just gonna be,
Yeah, that'll work.
of
Thank you.
course. And then we'll get to the same hook right here. Um, just grab all that. So it repeats just one more time. And then here we're gonna do a breakdown. And for this, thinking we just keep everything from the verses, or we're gonna keep the beat. I'm gonna do it like that.
It's a great song already.
Cool.
It's very sticky. I love it. I was just bouncing to it in my mind. So that's a really good song.
And then here we could do a breakdown, or maybe it's just. And then there was the original strings. Maybe we could use that as the breakdown just for the time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I love those original strings. That's my shit.
Awesome. That's it. Okay. There we go.
That's right.
And then we'll have go back to, and then just bring it back one more time.
Get outside.
Does this work with this one?
Whoa. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Drop a pin, baby. You gotta drop a pin, baby. Drop a pin, baby. Drop a pin, daddy. Where are you? Where are you? Out of body.
Yeah.
So, for the second rap verse,
Mm-hmm.
what do you think about, that nice, like, kind of like bass that you have that is kind of like wow bass?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that one. What if for the second rap verse, that was the bass line?
Yeah.
Because then maybe it could withhold a little bit more aggression. What are your thoughts?
Mhm. Yeah, no, it's
Okay.
freaking yeah, no, I'll write that down. And then yeah, just like for me too, it's like I know that the track's gonna just really come together. I'll get the best ideas when I hear the vocals
Yeah.
and put them all together, and make it also unique too, so that it's not like uh, repeat of something else. But
Oh, don't worry, I'll help too.
yeah, right. Um, so let me see here. I think that this right here works for the time being.
Okay.
And then let me just hear. Right. Yeah. Okay. Just mute it off there like that. Okay. So, yeah, this is a nice little blueprint. So I'll have this. Let's. Okay. So boom. Save that. Give you the wave of that and the MP3 as well. Let's not do it merged.
Stems. Don't forget stems.
I'm gonna get those too. Um,
Okay.
I have some weird settings from the last time I was doing stuff. Just want to make sure that they're all fixed. Okay, so we're exporting now, and then the next thing I'll do is get you those stems. Um, yep, yep, yep. Things going.
Okay. Well, for my part, I will write this. I'll write some things,
Okay,
and I will return back to you the stems in case like I added anything or whatever.
okay,
And included in those stems will also be my vocal ideas.
nice.
They won't be the final vocals or anything like that. They'll just
Okay,
be what I'm gonna say
yeah, no,
or how I'm gonna sing it. And
right.
over time, the performance will reveal itself. I'm sure.
Absolutely. Yeah. And, you know, and anything and everything always helps. You know, we never know when we'll find the gym, even in the first draft. So,
That's
um,
right.
hell yeah. All right. It looks like this got done here. So I'm going to go and turn off all the effects now for you.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And then I'm going to export all of these as the stems for you.
How exciting! We are making great progress.
Uh huh.
Proud of you.
Oh, proud of you too. This is great. This is so long
Yeah,
time coming and cool that we could.
absolutely. Just imagine. Here, I'm going to get something to drink. I'll be right back.
Absolutely.
Ooh, suddenly I just got so thirsty. It was like I was going to turn into dust. But anyway,
Mhm.
yeah, it hasn't been a long time coming.
Ah.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming. I mean, how long has it been since we talked about doing this exactly what we did today?
Yeah, and it's cool, like just even the new apps that are available now, and yeah, it's coming along, and you know, I know that I saw this video once. It's a limitation of the speed of light of why we might not be able to do live jamming like from across the country, just because the speed of light wouldn't be fast enough. um, and so they're saying a 500-mile range is like where the limit is. Um, but either way, stuff like this, being able to figure out how you can get the direct input and then be able to this is great. So there's so much that we
Yeah.
can do with this type of format. Um, I thought it was a lot of fun.
Yes. All right. Are you gonna play something?
Oh yeah, no, this is just like honestly, this is my freaking fidget spinner, man. I'll just pull it out just
Mm.
I don't know. It's just something I always just mm,
Oh, Adabody, that's so beautiful. Hey, I don't mean to put you on the spot, but let me put you on the spot real quick.
of course.
Uh, I don't know if you've seen my interactive art series, Abstractia. Have you seen it?
The last interactive one I saw was the one you're showing me in Miami. That was super cool. Where you would tap on the screen and there would be different interactions with the it was the robot, right?
Okay, so this is different.
Okay.
Let me play something. Let me play
Nice.
something real quick.
Okay.
Check this out. Did you see it?
Yeah, that's very cool.
Thank you. Now let me show you the live piece, okay? Um, I'm going to pull it up here. I have a proposition for you, but let me show you. Okay. Hold on just a moment here, and I'll show you. Let me share my screen. I think you'll understand really clearly why I'm showing you this. Hold on. All right, you can see it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is
Oh, sick.
Abstractia. Yeah, this is the second piece. This is on Transient Labs. And this is actually additions. Abstractia, the very first one, was my first execution of the concept.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's a one of one, and I own it. I'm not going to sell it because that was my first
Mm-hmm.
idea, was my concept.
Excellent.
I did put it on the market for 2 Ethereum, but I don't, that was like my
Mm-hmm.
first, So this is Abstractia 2. There are 420 editions of this one. Usually I only do one of ones, but this is editions. It's green, you'll notice. Now at 4:20 every day in your time zone, the color scheme turns green,
Oh, nice.
reminding you to touch some grass. Okay.
Perfect.
Uh, and where I am in my time zone, it's just a little bit after 2 o'clock. So this is what's happening. Can you hear it?
Mm-hmm.
So this is Abstractia, and it changes colors throughout the day and over time. And it's interactive. So look, this is the waves. Yes, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and now this is lines.
Oh, very.
Yeah, now every Abstractia is different, okay? And you can play them together. When you see them together, they create something different. See? Now, this is, like I say, Abstractia too. There's also, there's some other things, but hold on here. That's mostly, uh, you get the drift, right?
Mm-hmm. That's very.
Now, thank you. That's Abstractia too. But in the later editions, we're up to, I've done like 17 or more of them now.
Oh,
In the Yes, and so this one I showed you is only the second one. So they've become more complex. Each one is more complex than the last. And so what I do now is, of course, you can probably guess, I create the sounds as
mm-hmm.
well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so every layer now has its own sound.
Oh, cool. Wow.
So when I showed you the waves, it didn't add an additional sound, but now the Abstractia ones that I'm making now,
Uh-huh.
when you add the waves, it's an additional layer of sound.
Wow. That's super.
And thank you. So, do you want to do a collaboration with me? And you could play your flute,
Oh, cool. Yeah.
and
That's super.
and you could be all the sound layers.
Mm-hmm.
It could be our layers of sound.
Mm. Very pretty.
You like this idea?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Tell me. Yeah. Send me like. I'll
Just send me some
send you the steps.
MP3
Okay.
MP3, yeah. And just
For sure.
yeah, send me, it's just got to be an MP3, and the only thing is that yeah, that's it, an MP3.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I think I'm limited in size, unfortunately. I think I'm limited in size to like 20 megabytes, but I may be able to get around it somehow.
Oh yeah.
So
No. 20
so see.
megabytes. That'll be great. Yeah, I could do a lot
Okay.
with that. Just the flute too. Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. So if you send me those in our secret special cabal band Telegram,
Bada
I
bing.
can I can put I can do my part of that as well. I think that would be so wonderful, because when I was listening to you play, thank you for the concert, by the way,
Oh, you're welcome.
just now. When I was listening to you play, it made me feel relaxed, just like Abstractia makes me feel relaxed.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, yeah.
You the stems now as well. as well as the last two renders of the track. And then the stems are also, they have no effects on them as well.
All right. And
So
I won't add any. I won't add any either.
all good. Yeah, no, it's yeah, I'm excited to hear what you come up with. I was loving what I was hearing. That's perfect. That's the vibe. Awesome.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, out of body, you're so much fun. Thanks for everything, and thanks for seeing me
Absolutely.
through, and thank you for showing up, and thank you for being
Hey, thanks
you.
for being you too. I can't wait to do this. As like I said, really enjoying what you were coming up with as you were singing along. So
Me too. I mean, you know what? Listen. You know what? I just gotta say this, and to all you musicians out there, please listen to me. Y'all gotta stay safe.
mhm.
Please stay out of trouble, and if you're into some dangerous, freaky shit, get help.
Yeah.
We have lost too many talented people. Like, I'm gonna just be real with everyone for a minute. I'm not even gonna lie, okay? And I do have some, it's complicated. It's complicated, but there's something I have to say though. It's really important. Definitely take care of ourselves. We have to take care of ourselves. We have to stay safe, but also be a good person.
Mhm.
Be a good person. If if
Absolutely.
if someone has done something to you in life and you are so angry, find a way to repair it.
Mhm.
But we cannot have the people that sing our party songs walking around hurting people
Right.
because it ruins the party. It fucking ruins the
Yeah.
party. And I'm gonna be real with y'all, okay? I don't typically make party music, but
Mhm.
there's so many songs now that we can't even play anymore without kind of also remembering some bullshit that somebody
Right.
did, you know? So I say this, to everyone, like, I know it's difficult sometimes to be in a jovial mood, but we need these good times. So let us all like be the highlight of somebody's day. Let
Mhm.
us all be the highlight of every person that I come into contact with. My goal is to be the highlight of their day. That doesn't mean about being liked or whatever like that. It just means like showing up as the best version of myself in
Mhm.
that moment. Now, depending on who you are to me, that also might mean you might get punched in the mouth. So be careful. Doesn't mean I'm a pushover, okay? But I'm going to always show up as the best version of myself for everyone.
Yeah.
And yeah, and you know, I also though that also I'm a noon chi person, okay? So I don't treat everyone how I want to be treated because most people don't treat people like me.
Mm.
I learned the hard way. But I like to treat people how they show me they want to be treated. I like to treat people that want attention with attention. I like to give people the care that they want, you
Mhm.
know?
Right.
So I feel like, I'm open and willing to be that. I'm open and willing to be the highlight of your day. And I invite everyone to be the highlight of mine, you
Hell
know?
yeah.
And we're making this music. I hope that every time you play it, it it sparks the highlight of your day. Like you being alive is like the lighter fluid. You being alive is like when you press the button, but you don't make the spark, but you just press the button and it's
Mhm.
like, right? That's just being alive, okay? This song that we're working on is like gonna be the spark that
This
makes it
part, yeah.
fire. That's right. And you can light it 1,000 times a day, bro.
Yep. Yep, absolutely.
uh, yeah. So that's my motivation. And I
Mm.
I don't know how I'm gonna make what all that thing I just said into the lyrics, but that's what I'm going
Oh, fuck
for.
yeah. Awesome. Well,
Yeah.
it's been awesome jamming with you and putting this together. Yeah, this is great. A lot of this experiment was, I say, an incredible success. So, yeah, very happy you considered me, and we're doing this. Got to get going pretty soon because got to get started on some dinners.
Me
Um,
too.
right.
Me too. I mean, like, Yeah, this is thirsty work.
Right. No, exactly.
Hungry
So,
work.
but it was super fun and
Yes,
really enjoyed this. And yeah, let's freaking go.
100%. Well, you are such a star. Thank you, out of body. And I look. Are you going to be with me next week?
Yeah, I'm gonna try. Yeah, let's keep it.
Oh, let's go. Okay. Well, I'll put my progress in the chat. Okay.
Okay. Cool.
And
Cool.
if I finish, I'll try to finish it early. And if I finish it early,
Bada bing.
the ball will be in your court, bro.
There you go.
Okay. I love you.
Much love. You have a good one.
All right. You too. See ya.
Bye.
Bye. Well, everyone, I hope that you enjoyed that. That was me and my friend Adabody making music together live, and um, it was so much fun. And this is something that we talked about doing for a long time. So it's been wonderful to actually bring it together, and I'm so glad that you've been able to be a part of it. I think that for the most part, what kept us from doing it for so long was um, maybe some technical issues that at the time we didn't quite know how to solve, but we got them all ironed out. And so I'm really looking forward to sharing all these parts of the journey with you. So thank you so much for joining me. This has been On-Chain Music Cabal. And I say that because this is on-chain music. So when I talk about on-chain music, and the reason why I make a point to say that is because I'm not a hobbyist musician. Making music and selling it is one of the ways I support myself. It's part of my livelihood. And I want you to buy this music, okay? So don't think for a minute that there's not going to be a time this music isn't going to be for sale, because it is. And I want you to see what's going into it behind the scenes. No, it didn't just get spit out from an AI prompt. We actually are making this music, and you're getting to see how we do it along the way. And I hope that that helps you appreciate it, so that when you see the price tag, you know all the time and love that went into it. And you know what? You're not going to see all the time and love. You're just going to see the parts that we live stream. But Adabody spent, I don't know how long. Next time we see him, we could ask if you want. But I don't know how long Adabody spent selecting the different instruments that he showed up and played today. And there's a lot of thought that goes in behind the scenes that even on the live streams we can't show you. But I hope that it helps you appreciate the music that we put out more. I hope that hearing the stories and what's behind it inspires you to sing along. And I hope that also it gives you some ownership, because you're a part of this music too. So I really appreciate your presence. I appreciate your comments. Go ahead and leave a comment. I would appreciate that. You know, um, if you're a music lover, or you're a musician and you're like, you want to hear an instrument in that song and we're not mentioning it, please go ahead and tell us. Throw some Wurlitzer in there. You know what I'm saying? We might fuck with it. So please join the conversation. You can join the party. You're invited. And when the music comes out, it will be available as tokenized music. That means it's going to have its own unique number, like $100 bill, y'all. And it will also let you know where you were in, like what order you bought it in, right? If you were in the first like 100, there's something really special that I like to do in my music editions. So I'm definitely, looking at this one that Adbody and I released together. It'll be my first music collab of 2026. I'm very excited. And if you've been following me for at least a little while, you know that I'm really big into creating interactive music. Let me show you something. I'll show you one right now. Hold on. Okay. Let's see. All right, let me show you something that I created. So this is my tokenized music, and you'll see this is a song called They Were Wrong. Let me see if I can make this big. Okay. Oh, so how can I get rid of those bars? It's quite annoying. All right. So this is interactive music, and when it loads, yeah, when it loads like this. I'm gonna start it again. Okay. So I'm gonna go now to the. Okay. So this is interactive. You see when I put my cursor over the button, the little tickets kind of, that's because you're about to get a show. So the song is called They Were Wrong. And as you know, my name is Indodica. This is a song, this is the instrumental version of a song. Okay. And it's a collaboration with an artist that I won't tell you who yet. Okay. But this is the instrumental version. And this is music, it's a musical experience. But I wonder if you remember the conversations I had with God Cloud, and we both agreed that when it comes to selling MP3s, it's very easy to distribute them using traditional digital methods. And I agreed with God Cloud that it's unfriendly as an entrepreneur to ask my consumers, my fans, my customers, my patrons, to ask you to go through jumping through extra hoops and doing things when there's an easier way. Like that's an unfriendly thing for me to do. You know what I mean? It's like making you walk all the way around the block instead of showing you the secret passage. You know, like why would I do that? That's unfriendly. That's like I have a coupon, but I'm not going to give it to you. I'm going to make you pay full price. Well, why would I do that? That's unfriendly. You know. So on that same note, I love the idea of tokenized music, and I feel like it's valuable. I love music too. I'm a music collector. I'm not just a music consumer. I like to buy music. I buy songs. When I meet artists, I buy their music. If you're an artist and I've met you, just put your name in the comments, put your link in the comments, and just tell the truth. When you told me you were a singer, did I or did I not ask you for the link and buy your music standing right in front of you? I do that all the time. That's what I do. That's my thing. It's my little thing that I like to do. And what's interesting is when I meet most artists, 100% of artists, 100% of artists, let me make sure I'm putting a point on this. 100% of artists give me their Spotify link. I don't want the Spotify link, okay? No, I want to buy your music. I want to buy it, okay? So I like the idea of music ownership. I think records are cool. Like I get that formats retire over time, and in a way that's unfortunate. You know what I mean? But also it's cool. Like CDs were awesome, but also problematic because physical things degrade over time. It's just the nature of physical things, right? So digital music is perfect, and the only thing that wasn't perfect about digital music is piracy. You know, the whole reason why we even have unfortunate, unsustainable ecosystems like Spotify. Spotify was the answer to piracy. Spotify was the answer to piracy. And unfortunately, it's the musicians who took the biggest hit. So, tokenized music is a response to Spotify. Okay, it's the next evolution in the distribution and monetization of music. It's peer to peer and it's direct to artists. You know, Spotify wouldn't even exist if it weren't for LimeWire. Yes, I'm taking you in the Wayback Machine, so buckle up. It wouldn't even exist if it weren't for LimeWire, right? And LimeWire, unfortunately, when it came out, I know you turned a new leaf, LimeWire. I have no shade, no shade, okay. But my whole point is that LimeWire was one of the first peer-to-peer music distribution platforms. It's huge. It doesn't get enough credit, to be honest. So, you know, tokenized music is like LimeWire, but also with a little money on there. You know what I'm saying? It's peer to peer. That peer to peer is awesome. Uh, when I was a kid, and if you've been following me for a while, you've heard this story before, maybe, because I love telling it. But when I was a kid, I had an allowance, and it was little because I was little. You know what I'm saying? Definitely too young to have like a job. It's. But when I was a kid, you know, my thing that I like to spend my money on was musical instruments. Okay. I like to buy musical instruments. I like to buy books, and I like to buy art. I think I like to buy art as well. Um, but the thing about the thing about it is that I realized early on that with my allowance, I could get a lot more stuff if I would, buy them used. And so, I would buy, I think some of the earlier things I started collecting as a child was records. I did have a small record collection. Now, I didn't own my own record player, right? So I'd have to borrow my mom's when I wanted to play a song or something like that, which means that I had to do it in the living room. Oh, it wasn't the same. So I didn't collect a lot of those. Um, but what I did find at the estate sale was I found a cassette player. And so I started collecting like cassettes and started, doing, different things, whatever. Um, and I so wish that I still had those cassettes. I wish I did, like when I was picking them up, they were really old already. But for me as a kid, like it was just music. I think good music, it never goes out of style. I say, this is a quote from myself, it comes from my heart. And I say, songs of quality have no fear of time. And it's so true. Hey, so I was so shocked. So, one of my favorite Glorilla songs is TGIF, right? Um, it's Summer Friday. It's 95 degrees. I go, right? Okay, so I didn't even realize until I was watching, I want to say, was it Drink Champs? Guys, forgive me if I got the podcast wrong. I'll have to do a little research and see that. But I didn't even realize that that is an Aretha Franklin song. And so I had to look it up. And it was like so exciting to hear the original song. I was like, oh my God, so cool. So cool. So anyway, my whole point is that great music is timeless. And because great music is timeless, we would love, we as humanity should want to be able to have formats that are also timeless so that music can last longer than the album or the CD or even the digital formats, that we no longer use, right? Um, so we want to create music in a format that is just as timeless as its power to move a person. You understand what I'm saying? And I feel like tokenized music is that thing because think of all the musical albums that someone inherited, right? Or bought. And, for some reason they get stored in the garage. And over time they warp, or, maybe they get burned up in a fire, or unfortunately. Or I bet a lot of people can, resonate with this. Maybe a flood, when things are physical And also, they just degrade over time. If you have an album that you listen to a lot, what happens? It gets scratched, right? So, when an album gets scratched or water damage or, it gets melted or burned up or whatever, guess what? Well, you can't sell it to me. You can't sell it to me. I don't want to buy it. So that's where digital music comes in. And even though the digital format made it easy for people to steal music, like the early LimeWire, okay, um, it also solved many woes, and it gave music a kind of immortality, that it's your responsibility, yes, you and mine. It's our responsibility to keep this music alive. And so, as a steward of music, and this is why I buy music, I don't patronize Spotify. The reason why I buy music and I download it onto my machines and store it is so that I can become a steward of that music. Because, when you're listening to music that you created a playlist and that's how you consume it, okay, I'm not telling you that you shouldn't do that. But what I'm saying is you shouldn't only do that. You want to enjoy the music in a format that's convenient for you. And I totally get how, because a playlist is how I used to consume music too. And for example, I did some research and I asked people how they listen to music, and then I asked them where do they listen to my music, and most people told me that they listen to my music when they're at the gym and when they're like doing like physical things, like like they're out. And so the things that I learned from talking to people was that my music, the overall decibels, like the sound, everything, it could stand to be louder because people were taking in my music in loud places, and that means that it could be more powerful. Even the sounds and the instruments and everything I use could be even more powerful because of the places where they were doing stuff. They're running, they're walking, they're jogging, they're in the gym, right? So anyway, let me go back to what I was saying about format, right? So digital format does solve a lot of issues. So for example, if we were still working with CDs and albums, people wouldn't be able to listen to my music at the gym. They wouldn't be able to listen to my music going on a walk or whatever like that. So it's important that formats evolve over time. And yes, we're going to discover that we have to make adjustments as we develop new formats, and sometimes the adjustments are going to be technical adjustments. So, for example, Spotify, the evolution, or not the evolution, but the emergence of Spotify as a widely favored platform for music consumption, and the emergence of Apple, iTunes Store, and Apple Music, the emergence of Apple Music for this easy playlist oriented music consumption. This is birthed out of how we like to consume music. And I feel like these platforms, they should exist. They should. Spotify, I don't like the way you pay musicians. I think that's a bunch of bullshit. Y'all need to change that immediately. Pronto. Get on top of it, okay? But these platforms, they should exist because they serve a purpose. I love that I can sit down and like really noodle in my fucking playlist for when I am pre-paving an experience that I want to have. I know that I'm going to go hiking. I know the songs I want to hear. When I get up to the peak, I want to hear this, whatever. That needs to exist. Or to be able to just grow a playlist over the course of a lifetime and then, dinner party playlist and just let it rip on. I mean, like all this needs, these platforms should exist. I am not an anti-existentialist. Don't like the way their pay thing happens, but the platforms should exist. So what I'm saying is not to destroy that or to tear it down, but to alongside that have another structure, a different infrastructure, and that's what tokenized music is. Tokenized music is ownership for the music collector, okay? So Spotify, this is for the music consumer, okay? But you can be a music consumer and a music collector. Now, if you're a collector, the things that we concern ourselves with as music collectors, it's a totally different thing than what we concern ourselves with as a music consumer. As a music collector, I'm going to concern myself first and foremost with provenance. Okay. Now, As a music collector of non-digital music, I used to also concern myself with provenance. Let me tell you, I remember the first time I went to New York. New York City. I remember the first time I went to New York, and there was like all these people sharing, they were selling music, like CDs and stuff like that. And like I had never seen, I'm from California, okay, I'm from Los Angeles. The only place I had ever seen music sold was at Tower Records. You know what I'm saying? I never saw anyone selling music on the street. And I didn't even understand the concept of bootleg music. I was shocked. So I was in New York and I was visiting a friend who was in the music business. And I must have sounded so like, it's interesting. It's like, I guess we could, every human is like this. Everybody is like this. We are all um, so advanced in some ways, but then there's other areas where, everything is new, right? But I remember talking to my friend and I was like, I must have had this funny look on my face, and she was like, What do you look at? You look confused." And I said, "Yeah." I was like, how are they selling this CD for like $5? I was trying to like, you know, um, and she was like, "That's bootleg music." I said, "But it looks exactly the same." And she's like, "No, no, it's not the same, you know." And then to understand, like, sometimes bootleg music was stolen and sometimes it was literally a bad copy. And so, you know, as a music collector, I wouldn't have wanted the bootleg copy of Shabba Ranks, or, I don't want the bootleg copy of Tribe Called Quest. I want the legitimate Tribe Called Quest album because I want my money to count toward one of their record sales. So that's my number one as a music collector. Also, I want to ensure that the CD that I have was the one that they put out. It was the same quality, it was the same cut, and all those things. All those things. So with tokenized music, like NFT music, it's the best of all the worlds. It's digital, so it's not going to degrade over time. So you literally can hand it down, pass it down. It's not going to warp in your garage. And it is a format where anyone can, because it's transparent, anyone can verify provenance. So you know that it's legitimate. It's the album that the artist put out, and it leads directly back to me. You can look at it. There's a chain of ownership. And if, like me, when I was a child and I was going to estate sales and I was picking up albums that were um, vintage, right? You can do this too with NFTs. It's tokenized. So you can buy some digital copy that another person owned. And what's cool about it is their ownership is a part of the story of the piece. And I think that's amazing. You know? See, when I was going to those estate sales, all I could see was the house. You know, this record came from that one big gray mansion, whatever, with white dogs that I could see in the distance or something, right? But I don't know anything about the owners or what other stuff they had or who they were. And I think that part of that is kind of fun and interesting. Not just everyone can live in a big old gray mansion with white poodles. And it would have been cool to be able to click a link and maybe see some of the other records or albums that that same music collector owned. And maybe I might discover some new music like that, or some new artists, or some new who knows what. So I feel like tokenized music is definitely something that belongs. Belongs. It should exist also. So I'll step down off my soapbox just for a moment, but I want you to buy tokenized music. And I'm not hating on, go ahead and keep buying stuff on Spotify if you want. But I hope that you will buy the music too. Download it to your device so that you have it. Because it's happened to me before that I have, like bookmarked a song or whatever like that, put a song on my playlist, and then, it could disappear or the platform can disappear. And that's another thing. So now let me address, all of my musicians. Once you put your music out there, that's not enough. We have to also keep it alive. Now, let me show you a very bleak future. I'm sorry to tell you this, but remember, you heard it here first. So I don't know if you've been told this before, but I'm going to tell you now. I'm from the future. And here's the future that I see. It's not what I would like, but imagine this. Imagine if there were an algorithm that hid your music unless it performed a certain way. Oh, wait. Oh, that's happening. Yes, it is. It's really important for your music to be on platforms that don't have algorithms. It's really important for you to have your music alive in a place where anyone can access it, even after you're deaf. And this is why it's very important for you to put your music in as many formats and in as many places as possible and to propagate your music. It's very important. So, anyway, tokenized music solves a lot of these problems. And if you're a musician who's been looking for a way for your music to have a longer lifespan, if you've been wanting your music to be immortal, then I think it's something that's definitely worthwhile. Okay. And now this goes back to what I started off. If you've been following me for a while, you've been hearing and have heard the conversations I had with my old friend Godcloud about NFT music. And one of the things that I had to agree was wrong with NFT music before is that you're asking people, we NFT music uh, mentors, we're asking people to adopt a whole different currency and jump through a lot of hoops just to get an MP3. And when other musicians are making it so easy through places like Spotify and Apple Music, why should they bother? Okay, they like the song, but there's other songs to listen to. You know what I'm saying? It's not the only potato in the bag. So it needed to make sense. I knew that tokenized music was important for all the reasons I just told you on my soapbox, but I had to make it worthwhile, and I feel like I've done that. Now, let me show you. This is my song, They Were Wrong, okay? And let me bring it down. Uh-huh. I guess because I'm sharing my screen, it's hiding the top of this, but I assure you the actual format is perfect. So anyway, let me see. Here, that's better. What we want to do is go here, and you see the little tickets coming off. And I'll start this again. You can see. Okay. Begin experience. Okay. Yeah. All right. All right. So this is the play button right here, as you'd expect, the big triangle. And I will play a little bit of the song in a moment. Here, this is my record label, Supreme Racket Records. Today's episode has been sponsored by Supreme Racket Records, where the satire is fake, but the music is real. You can figure out, no, I'm just kidding. You can see how to get free music at supremeracetrecords.trade. That's SUPREMERACKETRECORDS dot TRADE. Supremeracetrecords.trade. That's where you can find new song releases, and you have an opportunity. Every time I release a new song, I always create a raffle. So if you would like some of the really fine music that I'm about to show you, but you're thinking, damn, bitch, that's expensive as hell, don't worry. You can win it in a raffle. But you're going to have to do something for me, as you'd expect. That's why it's called Supreme Racket. So there it is. But first and foremost, let me show you this music. Black Hat is my builder name. So I built this whole experience. I built it myself. I made all the sounds. I programmed it. So I made the music, but also I built this experience. So if you are a record label or you are a musician and you're looking at this, you're saying, damn, bitch, how can I get that for myself? You can hire me and I will make something like this for you. Or even better, I'll show you how to do it for yourself. So if you're interested in something like that, you want to look for Black Hat. That's my builder name. BLAQQAT. All right. And so this is like a little player, and if you press this, it will play the music. Okay. And here is a little space where you can I put a little bit of a few words from the builder, a few words from the record label, and I wanted to just leave it here so that we can just focus on the URL to get the music. So this happens by pressing X. See? So when you roll over it, you get these, but if you press X, then you get this clandestine message. Now, what I could do is, I can put a coupon code here. Oh yes, I can put a coupon code here. It's dynamic. If I want, I can put a coupon code here. Maybe you want a Supreme Racket Records hoodie. Maybe you're one of the first 100 people to play the song, and you see a code there, and it says, if you see this code, you can claim a free hoodie. Maybe something like that. Just saying, could happen. I'm just saying, so keep your eyes open there. All right, let's see if you hit X, right? X, things that are hidden. You can also, now you see my cursors out here, you can always tap the screen to activate. Pressing the letter H will hide the player. Pressing the letter F brings it into full screen mode. Okay, this is full screen mode. And it's my label over here, right? So if I press H, here's another Easter egg. You might have heard that I'm also Skellivaggio. Skellivaggio is one of the art collections that I created, and the theme is skeletons. This is one of my favorite pieces. And so the name of this song is called They Were Wrong. And this particular Skellivaggio work of art is each of the different entities in my life, each of the different energies that was wrong. It's a different kind of, it's a commentary on love, right? But don't give up, don't give up. Skellivaggio's whole message is don't give up. So this is an Easter egg that's inside the work. If you're curious about how I know these things, well, just press the letter I. The letter I is going to reveal to you the controls. Control. That's right. So this is the command suite. Every key changes the temperature of the room. So let's see what I'm talking about. Oh, first of all, let me go back to controls. Okay. So the letter I is what brings up that menu. Now, this is what I've done is I hit the letter P. P is Papavaggio mode. Papavaggio mode is another Easter egg. So it's like once you're in Papavaggio mode, if you press, you have to tap the screen to engage it, right? If you press the letters B, T, oops, wait. If you press the letter B, it was going to always take you back to the beginning of the experience. This is true in most all of the interactive works I do. Not always. This is why it's important to be familiar with the work itself and why the I menu will always let you know what's going on. So H to hide this menu. I'm going to press I to behold the interactive menu. So this tells me that P engages Papavaggio mode. And okay, and then F toggles music first mode. So if you're listening to the music and you don't want to see any buttons and you just want to see like a picture, you would press F, and that stands for music first. Okay? S, 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 S starts or stops the main soundtrack. Okay? I've already talked to you about H. B. We've already talked about B. It resets the experience to the beginning. 4. Oh, let's see what 4 does. Oh, shit. Oh, gosh. And Dotica loves you. Let's see what else. What else can we do? D, developer mode. Let's see what that's all about. D. Oh, these dots. Black hat dot Farcaster. Now, so I don't know if you all know about Farcaster. I still think it's interesting and special. If you're a builder, developer, if you're into on-chain things, that's where I find a lot of like on-chain conversations. So I like it. And, people are always experimenting and developing things over there. They might not last a long time. Sometimes they do. So one of the things that was new at the end of last year that came out was Farcaster names. It's like a domain name. It's .farcaster. So what needs to happen now is other people building things need to adopt this in order for it to stay around and work. So I put it on there. I claimed it, so we'll see what happens. We'll see if it catches on. But this is how to get a hold of me as the builder, okay? As the builder. So if you think this build is cool, you think it's interesting, if you want to stay abreast of the interactive things that I create, because this is just the tip of the iceberg. Wait till I show you some of the other things I've already put out there. I build games, game experiences, gamified music experiences. Oh yes, just you wait. Actually, you don't have to wait. They're already out. I just didn't have time to do a walkthrough until today. So I'm going to show you something new every day. But if you're curious about the builds, you want to join my Telegram? Of course you do. So that's t.me/GATO/SOCIETY Gato Society. And that's where I share like my new inventions. But because everyone's not into these highly technical things. But if you are, that's where I share those things. So join me there. Discord, only if we have to. So, honey, Telegram. Okay. Let's see what else the interactive menu has in store. Controls. Oh, L. D. L. Okay. Let me see what else. Lanyap mode. Yes, Lanyap mode. Okay. Activated by pressing L. Okay. So this You see, it's a different Scalavaggio. So lanyap. Lanyap is, well, I can tell you the best like this. So lanyap is a little something extra that you get for being a good customer, basically. Here's a parallel. Let's say I run a vegan soul food restaurant out of a touring truck, food truck, and you come every Friday to get a plate for yourself and your boo, and a little plate for your dog, and some little cat treats as well. I sell all of these things, let's say, out of my vegan food truck. But you come every Friday. You're such a good customer. And I appreciate you. So, what if the second time you came, maybe I didn't say anything, but I just gave you an extra long smile? But what if when you got home and opened up the bag, I had put in an extra, extra large macaroni and cheese instead of just the large one that you ordered, but I didn't charge you any extra? That is lanyap. You get me? So these Easter eggs is lanyap. So when you're inside of my interactive works, whether it's art or music, L is for lanyap. And it will usually lead you to a little something extra that I put in there because you're a good customer. See? So this is the lanyap on They Were Wrong. There's a lot of lanyap in this one, friends. So enjoy. As you see, this is another Scalavaggio. And I love Scalavaggio. Scalavaggio is where I explore my innermost emotions through visual art. There are a lot of things that I can never say, but I need to express them because I don't want to keep them inside. I share those things through Scalavaggio. And as you'll soon discover, Scalavaggio has writings too, because I do express myself very well through writing, and it's something that I enjoy. A lot of times I use story and storytelling to share very deeply personal things that's happened to me, but framed in a way that can be useful to another person listening. So anyway, let's get back to this. So that's lanyap mode, Pepavaggio mode. Oh, okay, let's go to Pepavaggio mode. Okay, so okay. Let's see. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Music first, we did that. Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm. So this tells you where you can find more, more art. Okay, more Scalavaggio art, and this is what I told you before, where you can find the music. If you would like to have some of this NFT music I'm showing you, and you would like to earn it and be given it because of something that you did to help me, you want to go to supremeracketrecords.trade, and that's the trade. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. Uh, okay. So I think that is it for this one. I don't need to reveal all the everythings. Let me get out of developer mode, get out of lanyard mode. So, back to the beginning. And yeah. So I'll let you explore the song on your own, and I hope that when you do, that you'll put some headphones on And what's really interesting and wonderful about this piece, so let me tell you a little bit about why you might want to collect this piece or why you might like to be the person who wins it in the raffle. So first of all, check out the price tag, okay? This is a valuable piece, and uh, obviously you can see I put a lot of work into it. But one thing that's wonderful about interactive music is that it evolves over time and it's dynamic. So as I told you, this is the instrumental. The non-instrumental version has another artist on it with me, and it's actually a rap song. So this is trap classical, and I do hope that you enjoy it. I love it, and it took me listening to it for a while. I completed it as a finished piece, to be honest with you. I didn't write this and then release it as an instrumental. I wrote it as a complete song because when I'm working, I only listen to instrumental music or extremely minimal lyrics, extremely minimal. I can't write and then listen to another person like talking. It's too much. So I listen to, and so therefore I create music that doesn't have lyrics. That's why you see I make a lot of lo-fi. Why? Because that's what I listen to. Jazz. Why? Because that's what I listen to. Classical, all this. Now, classical music, I'm not going to call my music classical because in order to get that definition of classical music, it has to go through all this rigmarole. So I will say like trap classical or classical vibes, something like that is usually how I will describe it. But again, I need space. I need space in my mind to enjoy whatever I'm doing. So music with lyrics is something that I enjoy when the music is when the music has a seat at the table, so to speak. So anyway, it was through listening to this, what I thought was a completed song, and I was listening and listening and listening, and I found myself like rapping. I said, "Oh shit! Well, if I'm rapping along and there's no rap lyrics, then this song actually is asking for some rap lyrics." So, but it is complete. It's complete as an instrumental song. I said all the things I wanted to say with music, and now I can add another layer of meaning with words, and I will. So I look forward to sharing that with you. They Were Wrong by Endodica. It's on Transient Labs. Okay? On Transient Labs. Yeah, enjoy it. Enjoy it. This is a piece on Transient Labs. So, tells you a bit about the piece here. S is for soundtrack, L is for lanyap, Pepavaggio mode. Okay, so definitely. I didn't show you Pepavaggio. I didn't show you what's behind Pepavaggio mode because I want it to be a surprise for you. I withheld just that one little thing. So when you join the piece, okay, when you go to Transient Labs and you hit begin experience, okay, now you're in the piece. When you go into P for Pepavaggio mode, okay, you want to unleash the Easter egg, okay? And how to do that is once you're on this layer here, you see how the cursor has turned into a hand? That tells you you should tap right there, okay? You should tap, but it's not enough just to tap. You're gonna have to type something in there. Now, what you're supposed to type is written right on the auction page, okay? Where it says feels good, man. This is telling you about Pepavaggio mode, so you're gonna have to go here and read, okay? But you're gonna be in Pepavaggio mode. So that's how you're gonna get to the next part. I'm gonna leave it to you to discover, okay? Because if you've been following me for a while, you know that I am Maximilian Pepavaggio. Yes. Remember when I started this, I said Endodica, also known as Maximilian. Well, I'm also Maximilian Pepavaggio. And so I love creating Pepe artworks. And of course, I had to sneak a few as Easter eggs into my music as well. Of course, you know I had to do that. So that's what's up. So that's it. Anyway, it's Friday, and I don't know about you, but I'm ready for happy hour. So I'm going to sign off and wish you a wonderful weekend. I want to say thank you so much for joining me. This has been Onchain Music Cabal. Today I was joined by my friend Adabadi, and I so look forward to having you join us again next week when we're going to be making further progress on that song. But I hope you enjoyed seeing what's behind the scenes and how some of us collaborate together. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you very soon.